Hello guys, Nato Ace here, and I want to give my impression of the Multiversus Closed Alpha. And I want to give thanks to Warner Brothers Game and Player, the developer of the game, for actually giving me a closed beta when I signed up. So because they hadn't done this before and a lot of people did sign up, but from what I heard, unfortunately to some extent, not a lot of people got in. But again, it is a closed beta, you can understand what it is. So they did a second closed beta with more characters, signed up, and they did get in. So thank you WBGames, thank you Player. With that said, what is my impression of this closed alpha? For people who don't know what it is, Warner Brothers version of their Smash Brawler party. Of course, the very original was Super Smash Brothers, and then a lot of company trying to do it, PlayStation All-Star trying to do it, but the story kind of failed. Of course, the one that right now in 2022 that a lot of people are keeping an eye on are Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl and Multiversus. So the first one, Nickelodeon, is already out. We have 3 new characters, paid DLC, they just announced. At the same time, Multiversus is still in their beta phase because July 2022, they will have now an open beta so everybody can try it out. And then probably eventually by fall, it'll be the full game. So that's like the kind of like the timeline what they're doing. So with that said, what is my impression of this second closed alpha? I enjoyed it. I like it. It is different than Smash Brother, but I'm gonna have to say, as an alternative, it's better than PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale. One is, when you do this type of game, a party brawler type, the rule has to be a ring out no matter what. PlayStation, they kind of did something different, and then the director did admit, they said if Sony kind of gave them a chance to redo it, they would have, but that story what happened there. So the rule is a ring out. Same goes with Nickelodeon there. So you get characters from different Warner Brother IP, from DC, from Hanna-Barbera, MGM, and of course Looney Tunes. So you got a lot of variety there. And I did talk about it before on my secondary channel, that I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna have someone that you wouldn't think that, oh, that's owned by Warner Brothers, because that's the idea there. There's been rumor about Morty, Gandalf, even Harry Potter to some extent, but again, you just have to wait and see, because of course this game is free. Yes, it's a free-to-play game, kind of like Brawlhalla there. So you might say, man, that's gonna be tricky, because what if the later characters that you have to pay are better than the base roster? Again, who knows? We'll just have to wait and see that one. But it's again, closed alpha. So how the mechanics go? So basically you have a jump button, an attack button, a special button, and a dodge button. And then by default, you use the control stick to control your character. However, for this one, I gotta give props to Warner Brothers Games. You have an option to use the D-pad. So that I did that much better. I'm having more fun, easy to control. And sadly, I was wishing that Smash Brothers would do that. That's one of the complaints I have there, is that you have up to jump and you have to use a control stick to control the characters. There have been a lot of people that asked Sakurai to have an option for the D-pad. Unfortunately, to some extent, of course, Nintendo don't listen, so it is what it is. They're Smash Brothers developer Sakurai, screw you. So with that said, yeah, so you got option of how to use the controller. You can even use a fight stick from what I heard. So again, people were enjoying about that one. So that's awesome there. So of course, there's also the taunt button, but it doesn't really do much. And another thing about this game is there is no throw. Yes, believe it or not, there is no throw button. However, some of the characters, it depends who it is, they do have a throw move. So like Superman has an ability to grab someone, and then if you're close to whatever the edge, just throw them, ring out. So yeah, some characters does have some sort of grab special, but if you're talking about a normal grab, nope, there isn't. So kind of makes it, you don't really need it to some extent. But I'm not gonna lie, really, like even in fighting game, I think they should really get rid of throw buttons to some extent. Just have command throws, but that's just me there. I know people are not going to be happy with that one, but whatever. So right now there is no super. That might change in the long run. Again, we'll just have to wait and see. So what about the moves? Do they have like significant different move from other character? To some extent, yes. Some character have like the really like off offensive moves. There are some that helps you buff stuff. Heck, there's even characters that act like a shield. And the best part here is when you're playing by default and the people behind Multiversus, Player First, stated that this game you'll have the best experience if you play in teams. So I have to agree because I've been playing teams online, and yeah, it's actually fun because some of the special moves can help buff your characters and even like help them give more options, which is actually good. I mean, there is also a one-on-one and a free-fall, but of course, I wouldn't be surprised for this one because it is actually, believe it or not, a competitive worthy. They're probably going to do a 2v2 here. There might be an option for 1v1 like Smash Brother.
For glory!
But of course, that's a different story there. And yeah, I like the team aspect in this one. They kind of show what it is. I mean, in the other games, it's just, well, just kind of cover your partner, that's it. But for this one, like I said, an example for me is because I main Finn. I don't know, I chose that character and I'm just enjoying it. He has a move that can buff himself. Of course, the downside is you need money, but that's based on his show, is that you can either armored up, speed up, or call for B mode. And during team battle, if you do one of your buff, your teammate also gets buff. Freaking awesome. And then I even experienced when I had to team up with a Velma player and I got buffed. So again, that's pretty awesome there. So with that said, the control wise, yeah, it's actually fun. I mean, the rules is definitely fun, more than PlayStation. And like I said, I think personal, I enjoy this more in control wise than Smash Brother, because the Smash Brother, even so you only have like okay, you can actually jump with the buttons, but the problem really I'm having this one is that the control stick is just not working. I'd rather use a D-pad, but maybe if they ever do a new Smash game, they'll do that. But whatever, it's all about Multiversus closed alpha. So with that said, it is a free-to-play game. So what about those rewards? Do you get rewards? Definitely. So win or lose, you get something. Win more, lose, you gain less. I mean, it is what it is there. And for every time your character gets unlocked, they do level up, but not in the way of like an RPG. But what it is for every time your character levels up, you unlock new perks, new emote, new taunts, new costume. So in other words, yeah, since it's a free-to-play, there's going to be some grind system. Or if you want something really fast, you gotta pay real cash. So say, I want a particular costume for Finn and I don't want to grind to level 20 just to unlock it. Maybe I'll pay for $3 for the costume. You could do that. It's up to you. Because again, in anything that's free to play, you do gotta keep in mind that when it comes to the microtransaction, yeah, that's gonna be yikes. So especially when there's a gacha system, maybe also to some extent, we'll just have to wait and see what it is. So the battle pass, the battle perks, yeah, I don't really care for me personally, but I know a lot of people might do. Right now, it's a long grind, but again, it's a free-to-play game. Maybe they'll adjust it in the long run, who knows? But as of right now, it's kind of slow. I was watching one of Matt from WBGames stream about Multiversus, and he did say that that is one of the concern about there. So, but that's going to be a different story. But again, like I said before, and I keep repeating myself, but it is a keyword, free to play. You don't have to pay to play online. So the best part is whether Xbox, PlayStation, PC, you don't have to have any paid subscription for online, because the best part is when it's free to play, you can play online for free. And a lot of people probably going to say, well, what's your thought about not having on the Switch? I have a PS4. I have a Series X. I have a strong high-end PC. Okay. So you might say, well, you can't play it on the go. Yeah, if you're playing this game online on your Switch, let's just say, and you're playing it on handheld mode with Wi-Fi, yeah, no. You know the rule of fighting games when it comes to online. It's blasphemy to do Wi-Fi, whatever. So, but whatever the reason why, probably my guess is either one, the online infrastructure is probably not good. Because remember, it's not only cross-play, but cross-progression. So that's even cool there. And let's see. Yeah, I mean, probably it'll be in a Switch in the long run. Who knows? But, like, I'm sorry. I mean, imagine playing just use your imagination and pretend what happened if you play Final Fantasy 15, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil Village, some Stranger Paradise, Kingdom Hearts, okay, maybe not that one, and play it on the Switch as of right now. You're probably gonna have Game & Watch quality experience. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. I like Switch. I just bought an OLED, so. But at the same time, it's my secondary console. I just bought a Switch so I can play those Nintendo games. Just saying there. And you know most people do it. You know that. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Do apologize for that one. But we'll just have to wait and see what happened and why it's not on the Switch. So anyway, my thoughts about it, my impression. Yeah, it's good. I would recommend it once the game is out. Give it a chance. Again, it's free to play. There's really nothing to lose except for your time. I did enjoy myself as a person who plays fighting game for fun. I enjoy this game, believe it or not, more than PlayStation, and perhaps even to some extent more than Smash Brother, because again, the controls is much better configuration than Smash Brother. So who knows there? So yeah, so would I recommend for people to play the open beta for Multiversus? And my answer to that one is yes, you should give it a chance, especially if you grew up a lot of this character, because they do have characters from the Warner Brother catalog from different eras. Bugs Bunny, Batman and Superman for the older kids who grew up in the 90s. Bugs Bunny, like I said, in the 80s, heck, even the 70s. You got Cartoon Network characters that's from 2000, you know, and remember, they're gonna add more characters. I mean, heck, there's even the Iron Giant, which is a movie from the 90s. So you're gonna have a boatload of timeline of Warner Brothers characters, just like Nintendo. And again, you know, just have to wait and see. So right now, the game is good. The voices, I almost forgot about that one. Top notch. I even love it that they even have a subtitles so you can follow if you want to know what they're saying. Sometimes they'll even random say something. And the best part is they're even line for interaction with other characters if you do 2v2. Like there's an example that I saw when I was playing online was Bugs Bunny and Superman teamed up. They won. And Bugs Bunny said, say, you know, since we won, you think do I have a spot for the Justice League? Right there. There's even interaction. If I remember, Velma was talking to Finn. Again, different era, they're talking together. Freaking awesome. Yeah, like I said, I would recommend it once the open beta comes. No score since, to some extent, free to play, but it's also my impression of the alpha stage there. So anyway, those are my impressions. And with that, I'll see you guys later.